It's your boy Zappa, professional stage engineer, and welcome to a new Let's Play. We are streaming the first stages, episodes, whatever you wish to call this. This, clearly, is Super Robot Wars Compact 3. I'm waiting on my tax return before I order a physical copy because I am an insane collector like that. But, take a drink with your boy. We will be doing this just like the last one. We'll be reading from a translation guide, even if the guide's not that clear. Matter of fact, I should check this sooner. I need to check something on GameFAQs real quick. Anything? Well, that didn't go through. It's fine. Sorry. So the translation guide that we're using is not very well written. I've asked the author of 13 years ago permission to see if I could maybe rewrite and re-upload this. I don't know, but I might have to do so on my own because it's got a lot of those literal translation errors going on, as well as a few grammatical errors that come from someone who probably doesn't speak English as a first language. So I can't completely fault them, but for us American fans, us English-speaking fans, it does make things a little jarring. But here we go. I just hope my controller box is all set up nicely. I haven't continued because I think I did some practice. I didn't save anything though. You can save in the middle of those. That's wild. That's not what we want though. That's what that was doing. I didn't believe in that. So, pushing start. Begin the game. Open the game. This is Volca. This is our main character. Space Year 00XDX. The Earth has been through a crisis and had overcome it thanks to these brave people. Kabuto Koji and Mazinger Z had defeated Dr. Hell and his key kaiju, and likewise Tsurugi Tetsuya had defeated the Maikini. The Getter team had defeated the Hyaki Empire in the battle with the Campbell Saijin for Combattler V, and the Combattler team was nearing its finale. In space, the same can be said for the Argama team spearheading the defeat of the Titans and Neo ZEON. A faction both Glemmy and Haman Karn, along with Trace's Oz faction, yet on the verge of total victory, the Federation, having too lightly assessed the problem, decides to stop its full assault against the Titans' remnants and used only the Argama team, led by Noah Bright, to defeat the Titans' remnants, granting it full autonomy in this area. Cooperation and backup from the Super Robots from Japan had also been cut, and each were left to deal with the various remnants of enemies that they had destroyed or on the verge of defeating themselves. I don't want to read too far ahead because I don't know what the spacing is on all this. I wonder how much of this I need to read. Anyway, half a year had passed and not a thing has been resolved, even though new war dawns on the Earth. In a distant place, a mysterious poster notes that this day had finally come, but he will not let things end this way. He will not let his ideal be easily destroyed like this as the rumblings and earthquakes grow even stronger. On Earth, and in the Argama, Camille informs Bright that the Double Zeta has arrived. Quattro notes that in the... Oh, hold on, I want to bring that screen back up. Okay. Quattro notes that in the end, even though the war had ended, Judo was still not free to do as he wanted. But Fall tells Quattro that this time Judo agreed himself to help them. Bright laments that it was their fault, the military men, that in this half of year, in this wow, see, the grammar is bad in this. It's making these triple things. Bright laments that it was their fault as military men that in this half year that they couldn't totally defeat the Titans' remnants, and he could only apologize to them. Judo comes in saying that it can't be helped, even though they did defeat the head of the Titans in ZEON. Rue agrees that at the very least the Earth has become peaceful. Camille says that it's not a full lasting peace since the Titans are still waging their guerrilla war and there are still enemies targeting the Earth. Foz says that even though Dr. Hell is gone, the Kikaiju are still appearing, to which Camille points out that's exactly what Koji just told them. Emma says that while Koji and the others have tried their best, they're not quite effective at locating the Kikaiju or Sentoju factories, locating where the factories are, without support from a Federation or the ship like the Arkham. Rue asks what the Getter team and the Combatter teams are up to, and Bright says that the Getter team is trying to wipe out the last of the Hyaki remnants, and the Combatter team is trying to find the Campbell space on Earth. Fall says that unlike before, everyone has been scattered to deal with their own problems. Bright notes that since the enemies are more or less remnants without a figurehead, it becomes harder to deal with them and predict their movements, which is why everyone's split up. Quattro hopes that it doesn't give them all a big disadvantage against their foes. Lena, who is on screen right now, Judo's sister, hopes that everyone is okay, and so does Judo, as Rue tells them not to be quite so gloomy. Judo notes that it is a very bad premonition that something bad is going to happen. Barely does he mention this, that Emma brings a report to Bright, says it's an SOS from Jaburo, which is right here, SOS. Which Judo thinks that Jaburo is quite right, and no remnants have the manpower to attack it in one go like that. Quattro says that it may have been an accident, and Emma tells Bright that they cannot establish a connection with Jaburo, and the signal for the SOS has been completely cut off. Quattro says that they have to head to Jaburo at once. Near Jaburo, Folka awakens to find himself in a different place than he knew, and wonders if that person's handiwork, and says that they're also here. What? I hate reading it verbatim because it sounds so dumb. Here it is verbatim. Near Jaburo, Folker awakens to find himself in a different place than he knew, and wonder if it's that person's handiwork, and note that they are also here. He didn't think they'd have to face him this quickly, but he might as well go have a look. This thing doesn't have separation, so stage 1, Spark of My Fall. At Jaburo, let me check his name. At Jaburo, Alion notes that these people were pathetically weak. He thought he'd warm up a bit with them, but this is quite a disappointment. His troops ask what they should do with this location, and Alion tells them to burn it to the ground as a beacon to lure more suitable prey to them. The Argma arrives to see Jaburo devastated by the troops that they cannot identify. Alion tells the Argma team that they sure are lucky to be those that have seen the Shura General Alion in all his glory, and it's up to them whether their acquaintance with him would be long or short. Quattro notes that it's an unheard of enemy. Alion asks the Argma team. Alion asks if the Argma teams are warriors who came to rescue these weaklings here, and Rue asks why is that so important. Allion says that it's to determine whether or not they have the will to fight him or not, though he doesn't really care whether they do or not. Allion deploys the Shura troops. That was nice and quick. He deploys them all around the Argonaut, saying that whatever their answers are, they'll join those weaklings in death. Emma notes that Allion was the one who attacked Jarbaro. Avro asks that Arion was the one who attacked Jarbaro then? Bright tells everyone to deploy to stop them, and the battle begins with Allion. Quite grand if they chose to fight instead of run, since it's better to beat a fighting enemy than a coward who's running away. Yeah, so clearly, in my downtime, I'm going to have to go through and rewrite this one for myself, because there's no spacing to determine where the chapters are, and it's unpleasant. Anyway, here we are. The robots of Super, and its war. Here's the double Zeta. We have stats. So, melee range. I really actually can't reach any of this shit. I can see morale, level, PP, level, name, SP, inherent skills. Judo has new type. I believe this is defense and support attack. Alright. What's this? Oh, these are weapons. At least all the information is here, even if they can only display 3 at a time. The Argonaut. Guns. Let's look at. Bright has Commander, of course, support attack and support defense. Camille has new type level 2. That is defense, yes. And then what is this other thing? You know, I printed this so it would be bigger and easier to read, but I'm not having much luck with that. A bandit. It raises hit rate and evasion by 10%. I've activated at 30% more. I've never understood that terminology. Abandon. With reckless abandon. I'm gonna have to actually look up, because I only know the general definition of abandon. Crotch roll bejesus. New type level 2. Commander level 1. Defense. And I believe that's counter. Yeah, it's counter. Counter level 1. Emma, the Super Gundam, has support attack, defense, and it's not potential. Sniping, maybe? That might be sniping. That's cool. That's a new skill in this game. And Fa, our little heal bot, has an unknown skill. I think she develops as a new type later. Support attack and regular defense. So that's 1 support attack. 1 support attack. Come on, that's not where I'm trying to go. Yeah, support attack. So, got it. Let's go ahead and put these boys in flight mode. Get them across. Oh, we can hit from here. Let's go. Now, every time you engage in an attack, you're going to bring up their music no matter what, whether you watch it or not. Of course, we're going to watch these first ones. We got to see these low-res animations. Let's see if the guide will tell us what these are called. No, just named characters. No, it doesn't tell us what the enemies are called. That's fine. Agnes has a PP system. Psst. I'm sorry, that's dumb. Oh, no. Get up in the air. Sploosh. Yeah, it wasn't going to do a whole lot from underwater, probably. But it's something. Alright. That's experience. Let's save you to move last. No, I want you to be able to hit something. Okay. About this. Yeah. Damn. Go here. Can you move here? Yes. Hot done it! This game has, of course, no skill points, minimal secrets. One PP. I apologize for squeaky chair. And go ahead and heal up. Because fine doing no attacking. That'll get her lots of XP. Save-oo. Everyone's full up. Option 2. Option 3 is our conditions. Option 4 is our spell list. We have Axel. Sure hit. Mercy. Recovery at 30%. Luck. Dodge. Focus. And full health. Those are just stuff that I know. It becomes more complicated things later on. So these are our options. It's either attack, defend, or dodge. We definitely want to attack because it's easy. And that's whether or not we want to support defense on. Yeah, let's go ahead. Nice! Nice, Camille. Good work. What do we got? Row something. Rockets, maybe? Long rifle. Do you have any post moves? You have a range of 1. Hit him with the AA! Excellent. Because the bright bow needs power. Halfway through the battle, the Shura troops note that the Argument team is a lot stronger than those they just slaughtered, and since they have to retreat, but Allion tells them that before that, they better choose whether they want to die in battle against the enemy or die by his hands. And the Shura troops out of fears that say they'll die in battle against the enemies. Emma notes that an unidentified object is heading their way, with Bright noting that it's enemy reinforcements. Volga appears, saying that he detected their machine's energy signature, so he knew it was them. Juno and Camille note that this new arrival's machine resembles the Allions, to which Rue wonders if it's also an enemy, but Camille says it's looking rather strange. Volga asks if they plan on continuing this pointless fighting. Hadn't they seen that their surroundings, this world is different? Allion says that it's Volga, and says that for a Shura, fighting is everything no matter where they are. Though a traitor to the Shura ideals like him. Hold on. Fighting is everything no matter where they are. Though a traitor to the Shura ideals like him would probably not understand. That needs some punctuation. I really gotta go through this and see what I can do with it. Volga says that it's no longer something that interests him. Allion says that without fighting, what are they left with? He says he's the one saying something stupid, an alien concept even. Volga says that he's come to a realization, that's all. Now, where is the Shura king? Allion says that that's another stupid thing he's saying. And that now Volga is going to know when... How is Volga going to know when he'll die at Allion's hands in a moment or two? Volga then retorts, you can go ahead and try. Allion says that someone like Volga is no match for him. Juno says the two of them can just stop talking personal chit-chat, leaving the Argument team in the dope. Volga says that if they don't want to die, leave at once, which just pisses Rue off. Saying that that's their line, it's him who should leave. Volga says that he has some information to get from them, and if they interfere, he won't hold back. Rue notes that he and the Shura are the ones who came out without warning with their battles. Judah says that if Volga plans to attack Jarburu too, they'll take him on. Volga's like, okay. So, since I've already practiced this, and I already know, I'm gonna pop your one and only spell to go fast, and get you up here and ready. I've been told by members of the Super Robot Wars community that literally Volga can solo the game. But Judo, do you have speed? No. Before the team can come to blows with Volca, Fernando and his troops arrive. Seems they finally found Volca at last. Where's that paragraph? Okay. Fernando seems to have a very big grudge against Volca. And he tells Fernando to stop his pointless fighting, but Fernando won't listen, saying that he got distracted by Volca and is planning on sending him to the netherworld. Oh no! That's the boss. Bunshinryu! Nice. Boom! Get dunked on, sir. Come on, Camille. Can you do it again? Give me a one-hit kill. So close. Minasanai! Really see it again. Ow. It's fine. Critical! You just barely didn't die. So, something funny I heard is that this song is called Judo in Space. This game has no space stages. Rude. Okay, so let's start with that. And then slide Volca this way. Yaldabos! Landing. Oh no, you cannot air. Shooting from underwater. Need to heal up. The boat. Long saber. Not long saber. Long hand. Really? straight line. Boo. That's too much. Boo. Use that if I want to. Because it's the boss. Yes. Dodging. Fernando. Nice. Okay, it doesn't tell me the name of Fernando's machine. Got that hidden though. The same thing I just did? I don't remember. Does this work? Oh, not if that window's not selected. Yeah, it's the same thing. I can skip it. Nice. That's something I've missed. Rotate the board. I believe in your Vulcan, sir. Nice. Okay. Polka down here. Punch this man. Item drop. Not what I want. Let's support attack. Right. Excellent. Now, who has luck? That sounds right, menu. Freaking Fa had luck. Oh well. Okay, well then, we know what to do. Go down! What? Ugh, seriously? There we go. Bright getting the kill is absolutely fine. Allion is defeated by the argument team, and he can't believe that he lost. He must have underestimated him, so he'll take his leave now. Volka asks if Allion still plans to continue fighting, and Allion says that he told him fighting is everything. He should look forward to the day that they fight again. Judo notes that Allion is running away, but Quattro says that taking back Jarbro is far more important, so do not pursue Mugu. Item drop. Oof, got hit. So what? No, that's not what I want. I want to repair you first. And then at the top of the next turn. You don't have exo yet. Might have to go stand Volga on this base. Yeah. For me. Not much. But Judo can at least take a hit or two. Yeah, you can take a hit or two. He'll be fine. So this time I have to save. things could go terribly wrong. Excellent. There we go. I'm just gonna have it defend. Yes. He is recovering. Yes, sir. High mega cannon, y'all! And I didn't need to give it to Judo, but here we are. Polka will have plenty of time. Right now, Judo has a use. Alright, back to reading. Fernando is defeated by Polka and begins to retreat. Polka tells Fernando to hear him out first, but he says that he already told Polka that he would pay him back for his disgrace. Polka says that that's not what he's interested in. Fernando says that until he kills Polka, he better not die by someone else's hands. And he scrambles. Polka, and Night Drop. The battle is over. Camille wonders what their purpose was, with Emma noting that they better ask Polka. Wow, this. The battle's over. Camille wonders what the purpose was, what the whole point was. Emma notes that they better ask Polka, and literally going to read this as it's written. The battle's over and Camille wonders what their purpose was, with Emma noting that they better ask Polka, with Bright asking who he is. Polka says they better not mess with him, and Quattro says that it's not possible since Jarbro is decimated and Polka seems to be the only one who knows what's going on. Polka says it has no connection to him, but Judo says that Allion fellow and the other one sure knew him. Bright says they need information, and Polka asks what that means they plan to fight him. Bright says that if possible, they'd like to avoid that, which makes Polka thinks they don't desire a pointless fight. They seem different than the shooter. After thinking over, Polka says that he'll talk with them. Bright asks his name and the squad that he belongs to, which Polka tells him that what his name is, and he has no allegiance. Fa asks if he's fighting the Shura army alone, to which Polka says yes. Quattro asks what the Shura army what the Shura's purpose is, and Polka says it's just to fight. They love fighting and winning. That's their whole deal. Bright can't believe it, so they just attack Jarbro, not out of some sort of strategical oversight, but because they wanted a fight. Polka agrees. Is this enough information? Camille tells Polka to wait. Where did he and the Shura come from? Polka says that that's his problem. He doesn't want anyone else embroiled in this. Judo asks if they meant that Polka is also Shura. Polka says that he is, but he's different from them. To which Emma asks if he can tell all he knows, but Polka says that he can't. Bright asks Polka Bright asks if Polka can board the Argama, since they're in a situation where they know nothing about the Shura. They don't want him out of their sight, and Polka is in need of information also. Polka begrudgingly complies. So here on this screen, this very unusual screen, we can assign we can assign our 9 skill points here. Or, not skill points, pilot points. So people will get extra pilot points. I don't know what this 10 means. Maybe if I can't get my phone to translate that real quick. Bust out my translation app. Is this it? Over here. Google Translate. Remaining point. Okay. It gets there, kind of. Slash bonus? Streak bonus. Steak Hawks. Kami 1v time, Imasin, Hailey. It's funny watching this thing translate actively on the fly. Pilot point slash streak bonus. It eventually gets there. Or stake bonus slash bonus. So we get 10 points to distribute. And those are character levels, I guess. So considering. So let's give 3 to Bright, 3 to you, because no, let's, because I could put any one Gundam in there. We'll give a couple to Volca. Meal. Do it. Go ahead and do that. In the meeting room of the Argamon, Volca says that he doesn't want to talk much about the Shura. They won't force him to. I'm asked why not, and Volca says that this is their problem and he needs to solve himself. They don't need to know. Camille asks if he plans on talking the Shura army out all alone, and Quattro asks why they're from. Volca asks that if they really don't know, so this means this isn't the Shura world. Ball then tells Volca that this is South America, and such where Volca doesn't know either. Camille doesn't understand, just where is the Shura world, and Rue asks how he and the Shura even got here. Volca says that during a fight with Shura, everything went white, and the next thing he knew, he was here. Emma sums it up that he and the others were sent from the Shura world to their world. Camille asks that how the Shura made the trip, and Volca doesn't know, even though if Shura are here, then they will cause fighting and warfare to break out. Lita can't believe this, and Bright tells Emma to do an emergency global check. Volca says that he'll take his leave now, but Bright says that there's more questions, but Volca doesn't plan on answering them. So long as Shura are here, he has to fight them. He says that all he's wanted to say. Quattro says that Volca doesn't know anything about this world, right? So how is he going to find the Shura? The argument team is capable of quickly responding to a crisis of world to world with information feed from their global sources. If the Shura appears, they'll know the fastest. Volca asks that if in exchange for that information, they would want him to join up with them. Quattro says that's correct. They need more detailed information about the Shura as well. Rue points out that those with the same purpose should stick together. Bright reiterates Quattro's proposal and asks Volca to join them. Volca begrudgingly agrees again. Fine. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Arion tells Fernando to wait, but Fernando says that he's in a foul mood, so if Arion doesn't want to be 6 feet under, he'll make himself scarce. Alion says that Fernando's after Volca, right? Well, since Volca's been captured by that Argamon team, from what his troops tells him, Fernando can't believe it. That traitor is too strong to be captured that easily by those weaklings. Alion says that captured may be too strong a word, but Volca was willing to win on that ship. Fernando sees this as a reason that Volca couldn't beat them on his own, and also had to join voices with people here to fight them. Leon says that things are getting interesting now, aren't they? This annoys Fernando as to how low Folka can sink. Leon says that he's not someone on Fernando's rank, but seeing as how they're old acquaintances, he can't just take Folka and that team on by his lonesome. Fernando asks what the hell Leon is planning, and he says that he'll take on the Argama team for now to take on... What? Fernando asks what the heck Leon is planning, and Leon says that he'll take on the Argama team for Fernando to take on Folka. Fernando agrees with this plan, and Leon says that he's found a couple more Shura troops that have made it through, so they should be capable of launching an attack very soon. Back at Argama, Juno is admiring D.E. Alderbalth. Rue notes that it definitely looks like an otherworldly robot, and Camille notes that there's no weapons attached. Volka tells him not to get too close to it, or their strength will be absorbed by it, making it difficult for him to control. Rena asks why he's piloting such a dangerous machine. Volka doesn't understand the meaning of this. They have to give the power of their own to move a Shurajin. Shurajin? Shurajin. Shura and Shurajin. Sure, whatever. I might say that wrong from now on. It's plain as day. Juno notes that that's a pretty good name. Shurajin E. Aldamoth. Volka asks if it's different here, and Camille fills them in that they use nuclear reactor for multitudes. Volka asks if that means they use a different power source than themselves to move the Shurajin. Juno asks if Volka uses something like Ki, or Chi, to move the Yurada? What the fuck is that word in there all of a sudden? I'm going to have to replace that to move the Urata. I might leave that for now. I don't know. That maybe that's another term. I don't know. We'll find out. Volka says that the controller of the Shuriken exceeds his life force to convert it into energy for the Shuriken to move. Rena asks if that means in exchange for piloting the thing, Volka will have a shorter lifespan. Volka asks if there's a problem with that, and he says that those who ride the Shuriken accept that they will either die one day in the battlefield, or if not, if they survive the battle and die with a shorter lifespan. It's not a big deal. Juno said it's not too difficult to imagine, which gets Rena upset a bit. Volka says that he can ask Rena a question, why is she on this ship? The ship is for battle, so why would someone like her be on it? Juno says that Lena is his sister and it would probably be the safest place for her. Volka is quite perplexed that in this world, being on a warship is the safest place? Camille says that not everywhere is equally dangerous. And Rena says that she can't help in the battlefield, but if she can help a little, then she wants to be here with her big brother. Juno says that he wants Rena to live where she'll be happy, and the same goes for everyone, which is why he's here to try to make a difference. Runa says that with Rena here, Juno can concentrate on fighting, rather than worrying about leaving Rena all alone. Volka notes, for your sister. I see. Volka says that he'll fight alongside them, and to tell their commander. Camille wonders why the change of heart just then. Camille wonders why the change of heart when just previously, Volka seemed to want nothing to do with them. Rue notes that he's probably thought of something. On the bridge, Bright said that there's no further report on the Shura, with Emma noting that with Jarbro destroyed, the Federation are in turmoil right now. Bright asks if the Titans remnants are taking advantage of this, and Emma says that with their current capability, they could probably hit a base or two, but that's all. Quattro says that even with Jarbro active, they're too focused on protecting their own hideout. Emma tells Bright that she will contact the various labs in Japan for cooperation. Bright notes that originally they should focus on the Titans, but the Shura are more pressing concern. Quattro agrees and notes that since they are not making the move now, they should use this opportunity to re-establish their ranks and get Koji and the others back in the squad. Emma wonders why, since it's better to have them spread out so they may gain more information on the Shura's location. Quattro says that the Shura are looking for someone to fight, so the various super robots are an ideal target. It's better to have them all with the Argama than in their separate location being targeted by the Shura. Wright tells Argama to radio the labs so they pick up the super robots. Quattro says that leaves only Volka, who Wright notes had a sudden change of heart to work with them. Quattro says they just think of Volka as a spy, but they should be a bit careful around him. Now I need to be careful with my button presses. Okay, so we start here. This is the intermission screen, wherein I will take a break. Y'all are free to go and check your phones, get a snack, get a drink, and be back in a few minutes for more Super Robot Wars Compact 3. I thank y'all for watching, and as always, ZEON.